Hi, my name is Crystal Kylers. I am a teacher in the public school system. I teach second grade in a self-contained classroom. By self-contained, I mean that we don't departmentalize. So I teach all of the subjects within my classroom. And my teacher research began a couple years ago, actually, when I received a text message from a colleague that I work with. She administers the state standardized test that we give students, and my son was in first grade at the time. And her text message said that your son just finished his math scoring at a beginning of the year fourth grade level. And I promise you, my first thought was, this is a fluke. Like, he'll never do that again, probably. The year prior, he was in kinder, and I wasn't teaching in my own classroom at the time. So I was able to be a reading tutor and help with some other tutoring in his kindergarten classroom. And he was very middle of the road. Not high, not low, but just very average on grade level. And you can imagine that beginning of the year, achieving such a high score left me curious. What I started to notice was he consistently maintained high scores, and his performance in the classroom was equally as strong, also very consistently high. And I was not incentivizing any of it. In fact, he didn't even know what the tests were for. He didn't even know that he had scored very high, and his report cards were never something I incentivized very much. In fact, he didn't even look at them half of the time. So he was very intrinsically motivated to achieve, above grade level. And so, anyway, point being, I wanted to figure out why his brain was functioning so well. Was there anything that I was doing as a mother, and you could say as a parent researcher, to contribute to his brain functioning so well? And what I noticed was we do a lot of art, we make a lot of things, and as we do that, and as I give him the freedom to do that without any input from me, just as part of our lifestyle, he assimilates the things that he's learning and that he's reading about in his creation of artifacts. And I started to notice that the same rhythm existed in my classroom, in the sense that I allowed them to explore on some level the creation of their own physical artifacts. And those physical artifacts reflected what they were learning, and it was very obvious that they were not only grasping the material, but integrating previous knowledge, new knowledge, asking questions about future knowledge. And I wondered if there was a connection between the actual creating, the construction of physical things, and their mastery of the content. So my questions centered around that. The research reading that I did answered those questions, and I hope that you enjoyed. Please ask me any questions that you have, and I look forward to reading your presentations and listening to them as well.